Hello, everybody, and welcome to MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. I'm Jim Powers, the voice of Saints. Glad to have you with us. Hope everybody had a great holiday season. I know we did here at Maryville University. Basketball teams in full action right now. Great weekend for both teams. And joining us here to start our coaches conversation on Monday is Coach Chris Ellis of the women's team. And Chris, first time ever, 6-0 start since the jump to Division II. I mean, and just some great basketball over the weekend, going 2-0 to open up GLVC play.
Well, we needed to get these out of the way. Both teams are very competitive and traditionally played us really tough, so it was nice to get a couple wins.
You know, coming off the Puerto Rico trip and the week off, it just seems like the girls have really kind of rounded and bonded into, you know, a team that we kind of didn't see going into maybe that Puerto Rico trip.
Well, there's a lot of factors involved. We've always played our best basketball in January. I think, I don't know if the trip precedes that. It seems like that every single year. But our kids take a lot of tough classes. And in December, they're pretty strung out with finals and the holidays and whatever. And now they're kind of all majoring in basketball, which, makes it nice.
Absolutely, and let's talk a little bit about the weekend. And I think one person that's jumping off, two people actually jumping off the page, Alex Hillier, Jordan Martin. Alex with a great game on Friday night, and then Jordan with, an outstanding game yesterday.
Well, they're both very, very good basketball players, and we knew that when we recruited them initially. They didn't choose Maryville out of the gate, but we knew if they were going to be great for us. And even though they both came a little late, better late than never, and with Alex on the inside, and she can also shoot the ball, and Jordan on the outside, it makes for a pretty formidable tandem, and they go perfectly in our system with what we need them to do. So, yeah, I mean, Steve and I talk a lot about, what would we be like if they hadn't come, and we wouldn't be very good. So it's great that they're here and thriving.
And Shelby Miller struggled a little bit in December before the Puerto Rico trip, and it really seems like she's found her footing coming out of the break with, two fantastic games this weekend.
Well, what I told Shelby and Rita is how you guys go, so will the team, without sounding too, overly dramatic or cliche, but it's true. I mean, they play well, we're going to play well. So, Rita does what she needs to do, and Shelby does what she can do, then, again, we'll be a pretty strong team.
And the one person, and we've talked a lot about this young lady, a freshman coming in and just doing some great things, Allie Ringering from Redbud. She's really solidified a few things for you offensively in the starting lineup.
Well, Allie's one. When you get a freshman at our level in a program like ours that's been fortunate to win some games, it's hard to break in right away. One thing we knew about Allie was that she would, and she can really do a lot of things well. There's nothing really that she can't do, and if she's feeling 100%, you're going to see a really, really great basketball player. I think she has the potential to be one of the best we've ever had.
Road trip this week as we head up to Wisconsin Parkside, and number 2 in the nation, at least right now. Who knows what's going to happen when the coaches poll comes out tomorrow, but Lewis, playing some great basketball, and Wisconsin Parkside, a pretty nice upset yesterday at Quincy.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily call it an upset this year. I mean, I think that Parkside is actually a very good team, and they're doing a lot of good things. They keep you playing at a pace that they want to play, which is the mark of a good team. As far as Lewis is concerned, they're the best team in the country, I think. I don't think there's any doubt about it. And they've played together now 3 years. God, they all come back next year, which is unbelievable. But I think the thing about Lewis is if you look at them, they really are a team. And they're all clicking on every cylinder that they need to be on, and they just do it right. And Lisa does a great job. But I think that even that being said, I would rather not play them there. But last year when we played them here, it was one possession, and I think we match up with them physically pretty good. So we'll find out. If we can shoot the ball in the 40s, I think it'll be a good game.
Yeah, and that's the one thing I was just going to mention is we had them in overtime last year here at Maloney, and last year a lot of people were saying they were better last year than they are this year, and it kind of states a case on where we are and also where the GLVC is just around the country.
Well, the conference is traditionally very strong, and I'm looking at seeing when the next win is, and I really can't pinpoint it. So hopefully we'll play well enough to win. As far as Lewis is concerned, where they were last year, where they are this year, I think they're probably as good, if not better, this year. I mean, they're all a year older, a little bit more experienced, and a lot of it depends on how they're playing. I haven't seen the Truman film yet. I'm a little afraid to watch it, but they did a similar thing to them last year. If they get hot and they're at home, actually this year they were on the road, but if they get hot and they're at home, they're going to be really, really hard to beat. But I do like our chances if we play well.
Thanks so much, Chris. We'll see you up in Kenosha on Thursday.
All right. Thanks, Jim.
Chris Ellis joins us as he will every Monday here on our Coaches Show. We'll have both games for you this weekend. Thursday night from Wisconsin Parkside, we'll go on the air at 5:20. And then on Saturday from Lewis, we'll go on the air at 12:50. For Coach Ellis, I'm Jim Powers. Glad to have you with us. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, too, this weekend. At Maryville Saints, we'll have all of the updates, everything that's going on our road trip. Have a great week. And as always, go Saints.